Have you ever stopped to consider, what is money really? This question has puzzled humanity since the beginning of recorded history. Throughout the ages, people from every corner of the globe have wrestled with understanding the idea of value, how we trade, and what constitutes wealth. In the earliest days of human society, we operated on the barter system, where goods and services were swapped based on their perceived value. The worth of an item was as identifiable and concrete as the item itself. However, as communities expanded and became more intricate, the systems we used for trade needed to evolve. This resulted in the development of physical currency, a tactile representation of value that could be easily traded and stored. During the infancy of currency, many different items were used. Common examples include seashells, beads, and even uniquely shaped stones. Unfortunately, these early forms of currency were bulky and their use was restricted. Their sizes, shapes, and weights made them difficult to transport and store. The first significant evolution came with the creation of coins. The civilizations of Mesopotamia around 5,000 years ago began to mint coins out of precious metals. This was a significant turning point. Coins were compact, robust, and their worth was universally acknowledged. This meant wealth could be amassed, stored, and transported with ease. Over the centuries, the concept of money has continuously evolved. Today, it is a vital part of our daily lives. It has grown beyond a mere tool for trading. Money is now seen as a symbol of success, a necessity for survival, and an emblem of power. It drives economies, molds societies, and shapes the trajectory of history. It's a force that propels the world forward, yet its true essence remains elusive. What is the source of money? How does it originate? These are questions that provoke interest and curiosity but are rarely answered. Money is not merely printed, it is produced through complex economic procedures deeply integrated into the structure of our societies. It's a testament to human innovation, a symbol of our capacity to develop systems of extraordinary complexity. In truth, money is a lot more than a physical entity. It is an intricate system, a complex network of relationships, a series of promises. It is a reflection of the trust we place in each other and in the institutions that govern us. This is what gives money its true value, the faith and confidence we have in its worth. But how does money get made? Let's dive into the heart of this enigma. It's time we unravel the mysteries surrounding this age-old concept. Join us as we embark on this fascinating journey. A journey into the world of money. Money isn't born, it's made. But by whom and how? The birth of money, or rather its creation, is a fascinating journey that begins in the hands of central banks. These institutions, such as the Federal Reserve in the United States or the Bank of England in the UK, have the power to create money. They are the architects, the masterminds behind the currency that we use every single day. Now, how do these central banks create money? The answer lies in a twofold process: printing and minting. Let's start with printing. Banknotes, the physical cash that we handle, are printed in specialized facilities. These facilities are designed to produce high-quality, secure notes that are difficult to counterfeit. The process involves complex printing machines, specialized ink, and high-quality paper. Each note is carefully designed and includes numerous security features, such as watermarks, holographic strips, and intricate designs that are difficult to replicate. Minting, on the other hand, is the process of creating coins. This process begins with a design that is then stamped onto blank metal discs. The discs are heated, pressed, and then cooled to create the coins we use. Like banknotes, coins also have their own unique security features. Once the money is printed and minted, it doesn't immediately go into circulation. Central banks distribute this new money to commercial banks. From there, it reaches us, the public, through various transactions. We withdraw cash from ATMs, we receive it as change in shops, and it circulates through the economy. Each step of this journey, from conception to circulation, is carefully controlled and monitored. The amount of money created and introduced into the economy is meticulously calculated. Why? To maintain economic stability, to control inflation, and to ensure the smooth operation of our financial systems. It's a complex process, one that we often take for granted. The money in our pockets, the coins in our wallets, they are the result of a well-oiled machine, operated by central banks and guarded by stringent security measures. So we've seen how money is made, but who does it really belong to? The bills in your wallet, the coins in your pocket, who do they really belong to? Now, you might be thinking, of course, they're mine. I earned them. But let's delve a bit deeper into the concept of money ownership. If you deposit your hard-earned cash into a bank, does it still belong to you? Well, yes and no. You see, when you deposit money into a bank, that bank can now use your money to give out loans to others. So while the bank owes you that money, it's not sitting in a vault with your name on it. It's circulating, contributing to the economy, making more money. Now let's consider the role of the government in all of this. You might have noticed that your money has phrases like legal tender for all debts, public and private. What does that mean? It means that the government has declared those bills and coins as an acceptable form of payment. It's a guarantee. But here's where it gets interesting. The government doesn't actually own the money. They regulate it, they print it, but they don't own it. The money is not a possession of the government, but a tool they utilize to regulate the economy and ensure its smooth operation. So if you don't truly own the money you deposit in the bank, and the government doesn't own the money it prints, who does? Well, that's a complex question. The answer lies somewhere in the intricate balance between individual ownership, the banking system, and government regulation. Money, in its essence, is a system of trust. We trust that the paper and metal we trade has value. We trust that the banks will give us our money when we ask for it. And we trust that the government will uphold the value of our currency. But if money is constantly being made, why are there debts? In a world where money is constantly being made, why does debt exist? This question, often overlooked, is at the heart of our financial system. Let's dive into the paradox of debt. Debt is more than just owing money. It's a powerful tool that fuels economies worldwide. But how is it created? It all starts with loans. When banks lend money, they don't just dip into their vaults and hand out cash, they create new money. The moment a loan is approved, new money enters the system, and debt is born. This is a cornerstone of our modern economy, known as fractional reserve banking. But there's a catch. The money created is only the principal amount, the initial sum borrowed. What about the interest? Well, the interest doesn't exist yet. It will have to be created through future economic activity. This is where the paradox intensifies. To pay off loans with interest, we perpetually need to create more money, leading to more debt. It's a cycle that never ends. The concept of interest, while it provides incentive for lenders and fuels economic growth, also contributes to the growth of debt. It's the cost of borrowing, the price we pay for using someone else's money. But it also means that there's always more debt in the system than there is money. And what about national debt? Countries, just like individuals, borrow money to finance their needs. This debt, often in the trillions, influences the economy's health. High national debt can lead to inflation, and in extreme cases, economic crisis. Yet paradoxically, without national debt, economic growth might falter. So where does this leave us? Is debt a necessary evil, a tool that drives economic growth? Or is it a ticking time bomb, a perpetual cycle that could spiral out of control? It's a delicate balance, a paradox at the heart of our financial system. Debt, a necessary evil or a ticking time bomb? This is the question we should all be asking. It's time to look beyond the surface, to understand the true nature of the money we use every day. We've unraveled the mystery of money, but what does it all mean for us? We've journeyed through the enigma of money, from its inception to its ownership, and finally to the paradox of debt. We've found that money is more than just a physical entity. It's a concept, an idea, and a cornerstone of our society. The birth of money, as we've seen, was an evolution from barter systems to a universally accepted medium of exchange. It began as tangible objects like gold and silver, and then transitioned into paper notes and coins. Today, in the digital age, money has transformed yet again, becoming a series of numbers on a computer screen. The ownership of money, as we've discovered, is a complex web of power dynamics. It's not just about who holds the physical notes and coins. Money is created by central banks, but it's also created every time a commercial bank issues a loan. This power to create money gives these institutions immense influence over our economy and our lives. The paradox of debt is perhaps the most puzzling aspect of money. How can the world as a whole be in debt? Who are we in debt to? The answer lies in the way money is created. When banks loan out more money than they have in deposits, they effectively create money. This money, however, comes with a debt attached. It's a cycle that continually increases the amount of debt in the world. So, what does this all mean for us? It underlines the importance of understanding how money works. It emphasizes that we should question the systems in place and explore alternatives. It reminds us that money, while a powerful tool, is not an end in itself, but a means to an end. Money, a tool of exchange, a store of value, and a world of mysteries. Keep questioning, keep exploring, because knowledge is the real currency.